So, howdy.
You want me to say it?
Well, we're on.
No, say it. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
We are doing Raunchy Beans. Okay, it sounds crazy, but in the Midwest, we eat like beans, like pork and beans. What other kind of beans? Pork and beans, baked beans. Well, certain people that it's almost like Hispanics have frijoles a la chad, frijoles borracho, and then there's like pinto beans. So we have different levels of beans. So in the Caucasian people, they have a baked bean, pork and bean, raunchy bean, and it's just a matter of what they do to doctor it. So Joe's, it's a small. I don't want to say it's a small version, but we had to compromise because there aren't things that are available down here. What's available up there, like Campbell's pork and beans. There's just
There's
certain
no pork
things.
and beans here.
Yeah, they don't have any.
If there are.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the beginning staple of it. So, anyways, we are making.
What we like to call.
It's kind of like a raunchy bean slash what's that, Mrs. Piggy, Mr. Piggy.
Miss Piggy?
From Arizona.
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy. There's a barbecue place in Arizona.
Little Miss Barbecue. Or
Little Miss
something.
Barbecue.
I think that's it.
Little Miss Piggy. It's like Little Miss Barbecue. So he's getting a raunchy bean and Little Miss Barbecue and combining them. It's a side of basically a bean, a baked bean, pork and bean, a raunchy bean. Yeah. Have you what you want with it. So, anywho.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's get you down to the pan level. All right. Stuff that's right here is going in there. What we got, first thing going to be going in there is some onion, and we're going to saute that with just a little bit of oil. Once I get those in there, about a quarter cup of onion. Put a little oil, just a touch. Don't mind a lot. It'll go. There we go. Just to saute.
And we're making them in our cast iron to make them more southern. Everything is southern in cast iron, y'all.
Yeah, it seems to be, right?
Just kidding.
So
we get excited.
Quarter cup of onion. Just saute them a little bit. So they're translucent.
I gotta put my glasses on. I cannot say. I am a lost puppy without my glasses.
Don't you have like a pair everywhere?
Joe,
Like
you're about to find yourself
15 pair
in trouble. It's a 5-pack.
everywhere.
It's a 5-pack, bro. Don't be so
Here and
mean.
there.
Don't you have a pair everywhere? But funny that you should say that. I went into the bathroom and I found a pair.
I'm telling you.
I hope you guys had a good Easter. It was a good.
Yeah, happy Easter, everybody.
It was a good holiday. So it was my brother's birthday. So it was a little bit of a heavy holiday, but it was a good. Gosh, every day we have a day. We're blessed. So I try to remember that. I try very, very hard to remember that. But it was nice. My mom. Oh, you guys. Some may not like it, but me and my niece were talking, and we decided that we're going to talk about it. We might make a review. Hi, Boo Boo. We might do a review on my mom's desserts. That's awful, right? I know, it was Madison's idea, not mine. She's like,
already pushing the blame out before we get started.
She's like, Vonnie, you and Uncle Joe should do a review on the desserts. And I was like, or the food that we ate. And I was like, oh, that's so mean. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. So then we brought some desserts home, like one of each thing. And we're like, yeah, we'll do the review of the desserts. Oh, Joe's cooking his little onion. Little onion in the pan.
Medium heat.
And you guys, it was the raspberry pretzel dessert. And then a strawberry cake with strawberry Cool Whip or whipped cream frosting. And then strawberries on the bottom, so like 3 layers of strawberries. And then angel food cake that looked very holiday-ish. It was like glazed, and then there was strawberries with Cool Whip. Okay, like angel food cake-ish. if you would have assembled it, it looked like an angel food cake. And then the other one was a strawberry cake with strawberries on the bottom and strawberries and heavy cream.
All right. Now what we're going to add is we have some leftover beef brisket, and we just chop those up into teeny pieces. And then we have leftover pulled pork, and we're going to add that to the onions right
By
now.
leftover, we mean like a day old.
Yeah. About a quarter cup of each with the quarter cup of onions, and we're just going to
jalapenos. That might be good in that. Should we put jalapenos?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so then.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
So then, so yeah, we brought it home, and we just loved it. We went into the desserts. Okay, you guys, we were supposed to give you a review, and we ate them. I was gonna break it down. We brought them home to do the review, and then we were like, it was a long day. Literally, we got up at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's now 8. Literally 12 hours, you guys. 12 hours. We're supposed to look at my mom's desserts. Oh, and she gave us Texas sheet cake. Mm-hmm. You guys were making Texas sheet cake. If there's anybody out there in the world, Texas sheet cake is everything. Everything. It's the most moistest, chocolatey, is beautifulest beauty. It's the most beautifulest beauty. It's like, isn't it good? Mm-hmm. It's like a Texas sheet cake is like that layer. It's almost like a brownie, would you say?
Would I say?
Because it's little.
It's like a cake.
It's a brownie.
It's a cake that's about that tall.
Yeah.
They make it in a sheet.
Like a chocolate brownie with cake texture. Yeah. But the frosting is like a glazy-ish icing chocolateness. And then crumbled pecans on. I'm telling you, I've lived in Michigan my whole life. I have never tasted chocolate beauty on my tongue until my mom, we lived in Michigan, so my mom made the Texas sheet cake all the time. So we loved it. So anyways, my mom makes really good Texas sheet cake. And we can make it with y'all. Yeah. But anyways, what'd you think about the raspberry one? Oh, it's like pretzels crushed up. I'm sure everybody's had it before. Mom, it was so good. It's a chocolate brownie cake, Mom. Mom says it's a chocolate brownie cake. Live chat.
Good.
Mom, I hid you. Mom, I'm sorry. Mom, I can't get you out. Mom, I accidentally hid you. I gotta get my mom. She's hidden right now.
All right, anyways.
Sorry. Go ahead. My mom can't even comment right now.
All right. What you want to do is when you put your leftover chopped up brisket and your chopped up pulled pork, put them in there, lower the heat a little bit, let them mix up with the onions, let them cook for 5 minutes or so, and then smash them in there with whatever you're using, wooden spoon or a spatula like I am. Just smash it around there so the little bits get tore up and they'll disperse throughout the beans better. They'll be everywhere. So once we get these heated up together,
Mom, comment on here, please.
We're going to add pinto beans with the liquid inside.
I think I unhid her already. Mom goes, it's a brownie cake, guys. It's really good. You guys, please share me, like me. Okay, so anyways, her other one was a raspberry gelato. Gelatino? Is that word?
I don't know. Gelatinous?
A gelatino?
I don't think it's called that.
Hi, JC. It was gelatinal and fresh raspberries, then like a cream cheese filling, and then the bottom is like a crushed pretzels. That was okay. It wasn't, I would say that was, well, the strawberry cake was probably like a 4. Sorry, Mom. It was like a 4. The chocolate Texas sheet cake was about a 9, maybe a 20. Raspberry cake, what would you say that was?
What?
The raspberry
that
dessert.
was, man, that was, I don't know, how many?
1 to 10.
1 to 10? The raspberry cake was probably
Oh, it's not a cake. It's like
it's like a fluff dessert or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
with that raspberry
Did he say
gelatin on
fluff?
top or whatever, like a cheesecake
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. So what is it?
I'd say a good 8. I liked it.
It was good,
It was
Mom.
good.
Hey, Haley.
All right.
Um,
When you
yeah,
add
we're
the
doing the
beans,
beans.
when you add the beans with the liquid into your um, what you call it, your onions and your pulled pork and your brisket, you can taste it. It's going to taste like regular pinto beans with a little savoriness to it, and then you got the meat flavor in there already. So it's actually pretty good right there. You could actually just cook this and get the beans soft and actually eat it just like that because it is pretty
You
good.
could do
But
that.
we're gonna make it like a pork and beans, so it's got to have some sweetness to it. I'm gonna start out with a quarter cup of brown sugar, but I'm gonna only put half of it in there right now, just because I don't want to over sweeten it. Then I'll taste it and see if I can use the rest of that quarter cup, and then put some ketchup in there for your basically your pork and beans sauce. It's kind of what we're making the sauce in the beans right now. So I would go with like an eighth of a cup right now, because like I said, you can put a quarter cup of everything and see how it is. But I'm going to go about half of everything that I've got out here, which is basically a quarter cup of everything that I'm going to put in here, and then we'll see how it tastes, and then we'll add it as we go. So I've got some homemade barbecue sauce left over from the other night, so we're gonna put about eighth of a cup, along with the eighth of a cup of ketchup. And I'm using a little bit of a spicy ketchup just because. And then we will salt and pepper to taste, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then we'll mix this in. And I'm gonna put some garlic in here too. Could you get the garlic for me, or is it right here?
Yeah.
Just minced onion, cumin. I think this is garlic here. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay.
Garlic.
Mom's not on the block.
And then just a little bit of garlic powder, sprinkle it in. But you'll do that to taste also. But I think it's better with it in there than without it. And now we should get a little savory sweetness to this. And
Mom. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Ooh, how did you put the barbecue sauce already?
Mix. A little bit, yeah. I did. Ketchup and barbecue sauce. You can go with just ketchup, but you're basically making a barbecue. If you don't put the barbecue sauce in there, you're basically making a barbecue sauce, kind of, because they're barbecued baked beans, basically, or you can call them pork and beans. So I've already had some of mine already made up. I just added it to it, but we're essentially making a barbecue sauce in the pan.
We are doing
sugar.
raunchy beans. I kind of explained a little bit at the beginning. Just we're up in the Midwest. We do a lot of barbecues with like pork and beans and baked beans, and we the same way Hispanics have this thing where we do like frijoles a la chad, and then we do like frijoles borracho. Like there's different ways that we make beans, and then there's regular pot of beans. Um, the Caucasian people, like my husband, they have pork and beans, baked beans. Well, then they also do a version of it, and it's like raunchy beans, where they'll add meat to it, and whether it be ground beef. Then we kind of did another twist on it, where they put like barbecue,
I'm gonna add the rest of my sugar in there because it does need to be a little sweeter.
like barbecue. And we had just explained to a lot of people, once the weather starts getting nicer, we plan to do more things for the grill, whether grilling out, marinade, stuff like that. So Joe is doing more of we did sides. So our sides were like pasta salad, we did macaroni salad, and then we did coleslaw. And then this is raunchy beans. And then our last one, I did potato salad before. I didn't want to do that one again. So we're either going to do
I just spilled.
I wanted Joe, you're just sticking it right back in.
That's just for us.
And those people
That's
were
how
going
we
to come
cook.
over. Those people were coming to eat, and now they're not coming.
Nobody's coming over. Don't let her kid you.
We wanted to do a corn, cream corn. Well, it's got cream in it. We wanted to do a cream corn or a.
It's lacking in a lot of salt. So
It's because it's the beans.
Yeah, the beans are soaking it up.
But anyways, So we wanted to do. If you guys have a certain side you want, otherwise it's probably going to be a corn. What do you call that corn? It's got like, what is that corn? It's like a Tex-Mex corn. So we wanted to do 5 sides, so that way you guys, if you're having a barbecue, you guys can go, hey, let me make that macaroni salad. Let me make that pasta salad. I made pasta salad on one of my lives, and then Joe's doing raunchy beans, and actually we made the corn. He made the corn on a live too.
And the rest of the quarter cup.
You want a little spatula, baby? A little baby spatula?
So we're going to use a whole quarter cup of the brown sugar and a whole quarter cup of the barbecue sauce.
Here, baby.
Because we're just, I don't like it to taste ketchup-y. So if I just had ketchup, I would be adding more brown sugar to make it more of a barbecue flavor. So we're just going to go with it right now with a little bit of barbecue sauce.
Hey, Buncho.
Keep that sweetness going, because baked or pork and beans are normally have a sweetness to them, and some savoriness, but you have to balance that out. So you just got to taste it as you go. This is one of them dishes that it's not always perfect, because your pulled pork is going to taste different all the time, or shouldn't if you make it yourself. But if you get pulled pork from someplace, or if you get brisket from someplace, it's going to have a different flavor than you know, another brisket that you had from somewhere else. So you have to just keep tasting and doctoring it up. That's a little better, and more of a barbecue baked bean flavor. I may put a little bit more. You taste it. See if it needs more sweetness. Tell me what you think it needs at this point.
I need a fresh spoon.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Stop it. You're crazy. Hold on, y'all. Oh, sorry, y'all.
And then after we're done getting our flavors right that we want, then we're going to put it in the oven for about a good hour and a half.
Oh, that's good.
Is that good?
They're good? Nah, mate. Yeah.
Sure, no more sweetness? No more salt?
I like the heat on it. Back end of the spoon is just as good. Oh.
Tell me what you think. Tell me what it needs.
I think it's good.
You think that's good right where it's at?
Yeah.
You got a good balance? You need more salt? No salt? Pepper?
I put a little salt.
Okay.
No, I don't think more pepper.
Salt? A little salt. Just love it.
I like the heat in it.
Yeah. We'll mix it up. See what you think with a little salt in there. Just salt.
Oh, good. Marissa had leftover pork after school.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. That. Let me get. Trying to get a feel for it, y'all.
So it's basically based on what you want.
Yeah, but I mean these ingredients, and you know, start out with about an 1/8 cup of all your ketchup, your 1/8 cup of sugar, 1/8 cup of barbecue sauce, and then just you're gonna have to taste it, and then get it at the level you like it, the sweetness that you want it, because it can. Depends on what you like on this one. You can have it super sweet, you can have it super savory, and it's going to be pretty darn good no matter what you got going on. And I'm going to just a little bit more.
You guys, okay, for any of my YouTube people, that are watching, listen to this. This is the funniest thing. My mom literally did not have a YouTube account at all. And she just made it because she wanted to like support her daughter. So tell me why my mom is the cutest lady ever. we got through with our live that we did on Saturday, and my mom sends me a text, and she says, "How come I don't have a wrench?" It was the cutest thing ever. Just hi, mamas, because it was just so cute. Because she was like it's funny when people ask for wrenches when you're like on a channel, but for grandma to ask for a wrench, for my mom to ask for a wrench, I was just dead. She goes, "How come I don't have a wrench by my name?" It was cute. Okay, back to cooking, Joe.
All right.
What do you think?
I think it's pretty good. I think it's good. I think it's got enough sweetness, enough of the savory with the salt and the meats and stuff. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. Like I said, the flavor's going to change once you put it in the oven for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and the flavors are going to meld together pretty good. Right now, we're just kind of
Building the flavor.
Yeah, we're building the flavor and get it to where it has a good flavor for you. Once you put it in the oven, it'll deepen those flavors and they'll be more cohesive once you get it in there. So we're just gonna pop it into a preheated oven of about 350.
And then I'll post a picture of what it looks like finished. If anything, the main difference it's gonna look is it's gonna be, it will have probably a coating on it. But it'll have a coating over the top once it's finished. But that's it, guys. We just did kind of a quick one. We wanted to just kind of give my mom a hard time about, we were going to review the desserts that she had, but we didn't save them. We ate them. Just know, Mom, they're great.
Good, pretty darn good.
They're pretty good. But anyways, that's all. Did you have anything else?
No, I think that's it.
My hands are like just the cold weather and the rainy weather affect me a lot. So Joe does a lot of the cooking when the weather's bad. So right now, Joe's the cooker.
Yeah, you could actually add bell peppers, a little minced up bell pepper, be good. Some jalapeno, fresh jalapeno if you want, and then just sprinkle it in there with your onion and stuff. You can do that after.
You guys, make sure you hit the likes on your way in or out if you're leaving.
But you make them hotter with chili pepper flakes. Nothing,
like this.
Nothing crazy,
chili pepper flakes.
You can change the flavor of those and make them exactly what you want, but get the basics down and then start building your flavor that you like, because Raunchy Beans are anybody's.
They're raunchy.
they're just raunchy because they got a lot of stuff in them. But pulled pork and brisket is gonna. Usually you can use hamburger too, but we didn't use hamburger. We used brisket because
that's what we had when we went to Phoenix.
Yeah, well, when we're in Michigan too.
Oh, yeah,
but there's no brisket. Nobody makes brisket.
No, that's why we used. Because when we went to Phoenix, they had pulled pork or brisket. They had pulled pork and brisket at the barbecue place we went to, and obviously we barbecued a pork butt. We were like, hey, we got the butt. My mom had brisket. We made a Mary, and we took the ground beef, and it doesn't taste bad. The ground beef is just like more thicker, because it's like a lot of hamburger meat, almost like a chili-ish. But it's more like, right? It's like when you have ground beef, there's a lot more meat in there.
Yeah.
It's more like condensed.
It's meatier, it's beefier, But these the pulled pork, it's smoky, it changes the flavor rather than just using burger.
Yeah, definitely.
But burger's good in it. It's a totally different taste. But this is just another version of it with the pork and the beef brisket in there. It tastes pretty good the way it is.
It definitely makes a difference of it.
Oh yeah, changes the flavor. But you can make them either
way.
But
you guys, if you don't have pinto, we use pinto.
Yeah, pinto beans.
But you can use navy beans, kidney beans.
Kidney beans are a little. I don't know.
Or what was it?
I'd go navy and pinto.
Pinto, like pinto, I don't even have them.
I just threw the can away, I think.
But here's
ranch beans. Got a little chili flavor in there, but I'd use these too because it's like there's no rules on this one, no rules at all.
They're raunchy, you guys.
Just brown sugar,
like when
some ketchup, and if you use too much ketchup, it can get ketchupy flavor. If you bake it, once you bake it, it does go away a little bit, but easy on the ketchup because you do want that sweet, savory sauce that is in pork and beans. But brown sugar, some ketchup, some barbecue sauce if you got that laying around instead of ketchup. You can use all barbecue sauce if you want. And then either pinto beans or navy beans, and then garlic, pepper, and salt. And pretty much got some raunchy beans, man. And they're usually pretty tasty, especially when you're eating barbecue.
Let's tell them how we did this.
Potato salad. And then you got raunchy beans.
So you guys, over here in Texas, they sell this big thing for $5.
Pickle me dillies.
Okay, they're all dill and they're whole pickles. So
And they're okay.
they're not bad. They're dill pickles though.
Yeah.
So
but they're
this
good,
is what we
and
did.
they're cheap.
This is what we did, guys. Joe
Yeah.
got a canning jar. I sliced them into slices and pieces. See all that stuff? You guys, easy fix at home for you guys. I'm sure they sell bulk over there at Myers, Sam's, or whatever. We got this jar, and we put, you gonna grab that, and I'll grab the, oh, did we use all of it? A little jar?
We may have.
The garlic?
The garlic, yeah. But it's minced garlic. It's that wet minced garlic. It's in a little jar.
It's wet. Gross. It's not. I think it is gone.
I think
There's a little. You would not have used it all.
I didn't use it all. I'm sure I didn't.
No.
Got it?
Yeah.
We got it.
So we put this in it, you guys. We put this minced garlic.
Got a jar
And then we put this in there. Put some of the pickle juice in it. So
from that jar.
bloop, 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 bloop.
And pickles will soak up just about any flavor you put in a jar. And so what we did was we put the garlic in there. We put hot pepper flakes. We put
Fajita seasoning.
Yeah, fajita seasoning.
It's basically like I don't know. It's like garlic. It's fajita seasoning.
Yeah.
So then we put that. The
Pepper.
pieces floating around are the garlic.
Put some pepper chunks in there. That's the black things in there.
Yep. So let me just tell you, guys, these taste like.
And it doesn't even take it very long.
So this
it takes on that flavor.
This costed $5. We've made this twice already.
Oh yeah.
And we just, I mean, they taste so good, like with a
Yeah.
sandwich.
Just putting garlic in it is just good. Just garlic, and then some of that juice changes the flavor completely.
Because we had two separate jars. We did one with just garlic, and then one with all the jacked up stuff. And he's like, I wonder what it'll taste like. And I'm like, oh, it probably won't taste bad. Well, we found out that we really, really liked it with all the other stuff. So then we put all of them together in here. So just wanted to tell you, get a little tip. Buy a big one, break it down and make them into slices. We actually have the circles, like dill chips.
Yeah, we made slices out of them
No,
for
but
sandwiches.
Joe, she grows her own mini dill.
Oh yeah,
and
they soak it
cucumbers.
up, man. They'll soak it up.
She grows dill and her mini cucumbers in her garden.
Absolutely.
Sierra, you need to come over here and show me how to do that stuff. Yes, add garlic, Buncho.
Love it. Water it.
Yeah,
Love it.
She's got like
to it.
lavender and thyme and rosemary.
Yeah.
But instead of buying $4 each jar, $5 for one big jar, and then we made a total of 3 so far.
Oh yeah, and we ate a lot of pickles
And we
out of it
eat 'em,
before
yeah.
we even started doing that. And we don't even, those pickles are okay. Those
Well,
pickles
they're
are
just
just
dill.
okay.
They're
Yeah,
dill.
they're okay. I mean, I've had better pickles.
I haven't.
I have.
They were damn
But
good.
when we put the stuff in it,
Let's tink.
oh, with some pickles? All right.
We made something.
All right. I'm taking 2 slices.
Mmm.
Ready? Tink. Good, man.
It doesn't have a harsh it doesn't have a harsh tartness from a dill pickle. It tastes more like a deli dill, like a deli, like a kosher dill or something.
We improved those pickles, man. We improved them.
They were really good.
They're good.
A little tip
Anything
for you
else?
guys, and then a traveling tip for you guys. Hear me out. You know the Myers bag, the small little plastic bags. If you only have one personal item,
Or like Walmart bags here.
Walmart bag or whatever you have. I don't want to talk with food in my mouth.
Just turn that way. It's all good.
So
just turn that way. Just start talking. It's all
but
good.
hey, Anne Marie.
Nobody knows.
So we paid for. I didn't even pay for a carry-on. I didn't even pay for a carry-on. I paid for one personal item, and I loaded my backpack. Okay, but in my arm, I had my jacket. Okay, but in my hand right here, I had a Myers or a Walmart or a Kroger plastic bag, and I put a pair of shoes in there. I put I took my son some formula because they didn't have any there. They have it here. They have lots of it here. But in my bag, I was able to put. Oh, I took my baseball cap and my stocking cap. Literally didn't have to run out of room. Didn't have to worry. It was just in a regular bag. And I mean, it's anybody can do what they want, but I thought because they're assuming that you got it from the gift shop, or I don't know, they just allow you to take a lunch or something. I don't know what it is, but I did it. I've done it 3 or 4 times. I have the little bag on my arm, so it's on my arm like this, like hanging on, and then I have my jacket in my arm or whatever, and then my one backpack was my, because they don't care if it's a backpack or a purse, but you're only allowed one item. Personal item.
Not a carry-on, just a personal item.
Right. So I just thought I'd share that with you because I saw it on a tip, like on TikTok or something, a tip of how to travel
and they were
economical.
Okay with you having a bag full of something.
Yep, they were totally fine.
Gifts, because once you get through,
on the way home,
stuff,
on the way home, I had a pair of,
I had
a pair of leggings and a t-shirt in there. I think that's in there because now I had extra room. I dropped off the formula in Michigan. Just kidding. So
I just noticed I'm just like a big billboard for you. Right next to you. I'm like,
hey, Kimmy.
I'm like your billboard.
Why do my eyes are so bad?
I can't see them either.
So I thought it was really cool. Ooh, Kimikaze. That's pretty cool, that name. Cyril, how do you plant your little plants that they're able to take off? In Michigan, do you grow them in the house before they go outside? Because I've been trying to do like baby thyme or basil in the house, so that way it can be a little plant instead of me keep buying it. I can just use what we have.
Window and get some sunlight on them at least.
You think so?
I think. A little water, little sunshine.
Yeah.
Love it.
I want to try it. So if anybody has any insight on how to do it, starts indoors with grow lights. What's a grow light?
It's like a fluorescent light that mimics the sun.
Really?
The UV rays or something. It helps it grow.
That's interesting. Really interesting, actually.
Yeah. No grow lights in here.
No?
No, we ain't got nothing in here. You'd have to go buy something and that has it all in a little stand.
Yeah. Transplant outside in May. Oh, this is my niece, you guys. Who is she? I don't even know I'm related to her. I like the name. Well, my niece's nickname is Bunchy or Buncho. My brother who passed away, that's his daughter, and he named her Buncho or Bunchy. So that's whenever you guys hear me call her Bunch or Buncho, like she knows that I'm talking about her or talking to her, because that's what I call her still. I just kept the name even like as she's a 35-year-old woman. She's a 35-year-old woman, so she's like used to me calling her Buncho. I mean, they call me Aunt Vonnie, and that's not even my name. What?
That's not your name?
My name's not Vonnie.
It's not?
No, I don't even like Vonnie, but my nieces and my nephew call me Vonnie. What am I supposed to say? Don't call me Vonnie? I'm just kind of like this. No, I'm not. I don't mind. Are you doing okay?
I'm doing.
So, anyways, guys, if you guys have our last side, if you guys want to put it in the comments, you guys are more than welcome to give us our last side that you guys want us to try. I know we're making your apple dumplings. I know. Trust me. We just have to wait to get some groceries, but we plan to get the groceries, and we plan to get it for you. I do herbs. How is that
herbage,
just said?
baby, herbage.
Shut up, Sierra. You do herbs, fruits, veggies, and flowers.
Fruit?
Who are you?
What kind of fruit?
I mean, I feel gypped. Somehow, I can't even keep a plant alive. Like, literally, I can't keep a plant alive. I buy look at. I'm not joking. I buy fake so that they don't die on me. Look at this. They're plastic. I don't have to water them. They stay. The one plant I did have, Joe picked for me, and it shriveled up. I don't know how to keep them alive, but apparently Buncho can do it. I can't keep it. See, it's hard to do, Anne Marie, and then I feel like disappointed that how are these women that are women able to do this, and it's like it gets my anxiety going that I'm just like not a good plant keeper alive, and I'm like, geez, how did I keep my kids alive? I mean, how do I, like, it's just my brain anyways, not everybody's, but my brain starts going, how can I cannot keep a plant alive? All you have to do is water it. watered, fed, changed, drove my son and daughter to school, brought them home. I kept them alive. I couldn't just
Because you gotta
water.
love it, honey, and you gotta want to learn. You gotta want to feed it. You gotta want to water
Well,
it.
somebody's like, you got to talk to them. I'm like, I talk to myself. That's enough. I don't have enough words for everybody. I'm just
That
kidding.
enough she talks to me, man.
Yeah, Joe. I can only, I only keep my hub and my cats alive. I'm not adding more.
I know.
That's what I'm saying, Kimmy.
It's too much responsibility.
As it
Kids are
is,
one thing, but plants, holy shit.
as it is, I get up and I'm like, okay, what's the man gonna want for breakfast? I mean, see, the retired thing is okay for some people, but now I gotta find a meal for like 3 meals. I gotta feed him breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Before it was just like, what am I gonna make him for dinner when he comes home from work? Now I'm like, wow, I got to get creative. I got breakfast. I mean, he could care less, literally. He usually, sometimes he'll come in there and he'll be like, hey, but he's like, wants a whole meal. Like, a whole meal. Like, he'll
Never
bring me.
ask.
No, no, no.
Never ask.
No, but I mean, he's a big guy. I'm not going to just hand him like a bowl of cereal. Like, I could eat a bowl of cereal all day long. Destiny, what are you saying? I see your message was retracted. I want to hear it.
It's probably something negative.
I barely fed and watered Destiny.
Exactly. I thought so.
I kept her alive. She's so alive. She's in
Did
hungry.
I call it? Did I call it? Yeah.
You know, the thing about kids is they tell you they're hungry. And a husband tells you they're hungry. What's the plant going to do? By the time the plant tells me it's hungry, it's
It's
brown
dead.
and dead. Exactly.
Dead. Done.
I'm like this. I wonder if I should feed it. And it's like this color. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to take more than just water for that. It's going to take a prayer for that flower, for that plant to come back.
Miracle grow.
I don't have it in me. And it's, what's the word? Consistency. I don't got it. Like, cause today I'll be like, hey, let me water that. There's nothing going on. I got about 30 minutes to spend. Hey, let me water that. Let me water this.
Yeah.
And all like this. But then tomorrow I'm like, oh my God, where's my purse? Let me get out the door.
Freaking husband of mine. What the hell's going on?
When I see Joe, I'm like,
I just spit.
why doesn't he water these plants? They're dying in here. Then it's not my fault. It's his fault.
No,
So
she just figures it's going to get done by somebody
yeah,
else.
yeah. I figure everybody sees it dying. Why am I the only one that has to water it? So yeah, the plant thing doesn't work out for this girl. That's why they are. That's why they're dead. Destiny, shut
Yeah,
up.
we don't have to wonder about it.
We don't have to wonder why they're dead. We know why they're dead.
Yeah.
Destiny, don't be mean. She's working on her front porch this week and stomping out my dandelions and tulips. I gotta, Sierra. Is there anything you can? Are you making soap next? Are you gonna like weave a basket? Jeez, oh Pete. I'm just telling you, your Aunt Vonnie can't keep a plant alive. And you're like, I'm stomping out dandelions and roses, and I'm going to make a bushel, and I'm going to braid some. It's like,
Now she's gonna
oh, wait, you guys, you don't
crochet a
understand.
garage for their car.
She's got 3 kids under 5. She doesn't just do all these things. She's got 3 kids under 5 years old. The workers. See, that's what you got to do is do your kids, feed them well. So those are going to be the ones that will be taking care of all of this stuff. They killed my... Her kids killed her spring flowers.
Murder.
Those kids. You know what? Chase was over at our house. Oh, no. We were at our house, and my Stargaze lilies were just... They only come out once a year. I don't know what that's called, a perennial or something. What's it called? Annual or perennial or something. Oh, Juan killed it? Those are fighting words. If Joe killed it, well, Joe knew not to touch my Stargaze lily was coming up, and it was like this, and I was like, oh, God, how long is it going to do this? Because it happens fast. So I'm like, oh, I love Stargaze lilies. Love them. So I'm like, oh, I took the kids to school. Nope, not open yet. Come home, take the kids to school. Not open. Finally, at night, I was at the door and I locked the door. And I saw it start doing this. Like, it was just like, it said, hello. versus stay away. It was like, hello. And I was like, oh my God, by morning it's going to be, hello, everybody, like screaming at the top of the pedal, okay? Well, let me just tell you, see that little name in there that says Chase? That little name that goes up and down that says Chase? Well, his mom and everybody came over in the morning. And guess what he did? That little boy grabbed my little Stargaze Lily and snapped it off. Hi, Brandy. So I never even got to see it completely open. Yes, the one that I always say, hello, poo-poos. I love you so much. He snapped my Stargaze Lily.
She's got that, you little bastard.
No, I don't, Joe.
It's still there.
No, I don't.
It's still there.
I was like this. I cried. No, I didn't cry, but I was like, oh, I waited. Like, because it's not going to come again. It's done. It was done. I was so, I did this. Traumatized would be a good word. I was traumatized. So then, listen to this, how cute. 2 days later, at the end of the week, my brother brought my nephew over. He was only 5 at the time. Comes in the door, and he had a, oh, no. I walked outside, and it was in the little bulb. It was in the, like I had to plant it. He brought me a new one. I mean, it wasn't going to open, and it wasn't going to bloom or nothing, but it was a nice gesture, because now I have my third one. I had 3 or 4, but it was added a new one to my walkway. So that's why I love Chase again. He almost lost my love forever. I know you. Brandy, I'm live every night. You don't ever come in. Chase fell out of the car, so... Destiny, don't tell our stories. We were at church. We have stories for days. I was letting my daughter out of this side of the back seat. Back door. I hear it open. I hear the door open. I say, oh, okay, I'll be inside in a minute. So I left my daughter off at the entrance of the church. Mind you, okay, this is not the problem, but we were leaders at our church and we had to get there early. So very few people were there because we got there so early. So we had to be there very early. And I said, hurry, Mom, let's get in there. Go. Destiny gets out of the car and she goes in. And I had my niece and nephew, which I heard the door open and shut. So I stepped on the gas to pull the car forward and go and put in a parking spot. Well, it just so happened that my nephew, who was only 5, again, was behind me in the back seat, and he opened the door. And when this isn't funny because it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. It's not even funny. But I stepped on the gas to pull out, and he fell out and rolled outward. He didn't roll under the car. He rolled outward out into the parking lot had nobody in it.
He was in a...
Yes, like he was in an action movie. Yes. And it was funny because the pastor's daughter was in the car. We got there early, so everybody's still coming in together. The leaders are all coming in. So only leaders are there. Nobody that's going to judge me. No, I'm just kidding. So she's like... Well, I finally parked. I didn't even know it. I thought he got off and went in because when I parked the car, I went in because I didn't know. And it wasn't until she came up to me and said, did you know Chase rolled out of the car? And I was like, what? And she told me how it all went down. And I was like, oh my God, please tell no one. And I'm here telling everybody. What is Brandy saying? Brandy's saying something. She wants me to bust out some secrets. And never be as funny as Grandma lost in the parking lot of Six Flags. I never saw it, Brandy. I don't know how did Grandma not? Oh, I do remember that actually. Grandma couldn't find the car because Grandpa moved it. And Grandma was hot. That was, I almost said Destiny, I literally almost said the unthinkable. Brandy, you wrote it. Brandy, I was just going to say, don't say it.
You're telling when we forgot your name.
That's what Brandy just said. I said, Destiny, I almost said the unthinkable. And then Brandy goes, almost as bad as... Or grandma getting left at
Tell
Golden
Abby to go
Corral.
home now, okay? It's because it's gonna get real.
You guys, don't put it up there. Ah, grandma's on there. Grandma's on there.
Yeah, she knows.
Mom, we're sorry. Okay, listen. There's a bunch of cousins in the chat right now, and everybody's just
You're
busting
gonna have
out.
to bust it out, babe.
Everybody's busting out truths.
You might as well just go with it, honey.
You caused
Tell them the
it,
story.
Mom. How are you gonna say I caused it? Okay, now that everybody's in here, and Mom's saying I caused it. What happened was, my brother and I were very close. So we went up to about a 30-minute drive. It's called a Golden Corral. And I usually had my niece and my nephew with me. And we're like going in and we're all excited.
We went in 2 separate cars.
We went in 2 separate cars. Okay, Coral, please don't tell nobody about what you're about to hear. I know, the random stories.
So we had our kids.
So we had our kids.
Her brother's kids. We had her brother and his wife. And
then my brother had took my mom.
Who else did we have? Grandma. Yeah.
So my brother had his kids, his 2 girls, and his son. I had mine. Hey, Ellie. And then your secret safe here. Thank you, Coral. So, okay. So we get there. We get done eating. And everybody's kind of dispersing into different cars. Like, aw, thank you.
We talked directly to your brother.
We made it clear. You ride with her. I'll ride with this one. We all ride together. Okay, and break. That's what we did. Like, that's just how we were. We moved, like Hispanics, we move in clusters. We're like, let's go to the store. Okay, let's all go to the store. Let's go eat. Let's all go eat. So we all said, all right, we'll see you back at the house.
And then he misunderstood what...
He thought that I was saying, I'll take my mom?
Yeah.
How was that mine?
Mom can come with us.
I know. We do have so many
Somehow it got mixed up. And we all get in the...
So I walk in the door. And my brother goes, where's Mom? And I'm like...
We thought she was with you.
I don't know. You have Mom.
But on the way home, we get a call.
No, my brother did.
Yeah, from a random person.
A random person called my mom, called my brother, and said, hey, did you forget somebody?
And they're going, who are you? She wouldn't say who she was.
Destiny, does she love you, Grandma?
Who she was. And they go, what are you talking about?
What happened was my mom used somebody's...
Is there someone missing in your car? And they're going, there's a crazy person on the phone.
So
hung up.
My mom used somebody's phone, which my brother and his wife didn't recognize the number. So they were like, what are you talking about? Click, and they didn't pay no mind.
Nobody wanted to go get
I
her.
went up
Because we know she'd be fuming.
I walked in the door and I'm like, no, I don't have Mom. You have Mom. He's like, no, I don't have Mom. You were supposed to bring her. And we all look at each other and we're like,
we left her at the
I'm not going to get Mom. I mean, let me just tell you, my mom, my mom is like an elderly Mexican woman. Like she is like feisty. Like she's a feisty Mexican woman. So then, this is when Facebook was brand new. Okay, so my daughter must be 15. This is maybe almost 10 years ago. So lo and behold, we go, Dusty, no, she must have already been 16 because she was driving.
No, didn't she go with Dawn?
Oh, yeah.
No,
she did. So Dusty wasn't even driving yet.
We took the least likely to get killed people to
go
get her.
So, anyways,
she would have been
it was definitely, Destiny was, what's that called? When you put them out to...
Huh?
We like slaughtered her. No.
Put her out to.
We knew that she wouldn't get too mad at Destiny.
To slaughter, yeah. Basically.
No, we. It's almost like we knew that she wouldn't do nothing.
I know the words.
She loves Destiny, and so she was a little mad at Destiny.
We sacrificed
Destiny.
Sacrificed her.
But Destiny ended up taking her, and we were all safe thanks to Destiny. Destiny saved the life of all of us.
She's still mad.
Brandy, Destiny saved the. You thought I died. we were in California, and me and my niece were like. I mean, we were having toddies and enjoying life and looking for Kim K. And we're like having a couple of mixed drinks and enjoying life. We weren't driving. My daughter was the designated driver. So guess what my daughter did? She sees a minor accident go by right next to
Take a
us.
look at that while it's bubbling.
And Destiny saved the lady. She got out of the car.
Oh,
Let me just scoot you over.
Yeah, check it out.
Hold on, y'all. Ooh.
There we go.
Bubble.
It's not bubbling as much as it was, but it's bubbling.
Those are the Raunchy Beans. You want to turn it off?
Yeah, you can turn it off. We're going to take them out a little bit early, but just so we can do a little tank action.
So, anyways, you guys, it was really, really, really. Destiny's that person. We're like, okay, I don't know. We saw the accident happen in front of us, and Destiny's like, oh, let me go help them. And me and Brandy were like, well, we don't want to be here. I mean, well, you just don't want all this attention on us. And anyways, it was just, it was funny. We had a good time. Make memories, guys. Make memories. As many as you can. I have my brother and my dad that are not here with us, so we value every family get together with my nieces, my mom, my younger brother. I lost my older brother. I have an older sister in Michigan. But you guys, there's just not enough time to be mad at people. There's not enough time to be petty with people. If they're not going to affect your life in your everyday life, disregard them. They really are not that important. There's nobody that's important to take your peace. I mean, I love my kids. I love my kids. I love my husband. Family is everything to me. Traveling is about fifth on the list. My kids, my family, my mom, my husband, my kids, my niece. My niece and my nephews are like my children. I don't even see them as my niece and nephew. I literally see them as my kids. So just value your family time, y'all. Tink, let's do it.
And if it gets too thick, you can put a little water in it.
Nah, don't do it.
But it's good.
Put a beer in it.
Oh, next time maybe.
Right? That might be good.
Next time maybe.
I mean, I won't eat it, but it might be good.
Well, it all burns out.
It
cooks out.
I just don't like it. Don't make me eat it.
It's good.
I need tea. Tea.
Aye.
Babe,
Son.
you know I can't do it just free balling. Tea. One's sweet tea, one's unsweetened tea. It tastes like water, like coffee water, you guys. Ay, cabrón, mira qué está haciendo.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
You want ice? You want ice, baby?
Sure, why not?
All right, we're about to... Is that yours? Oh, I didn't think it was. I was surprised that you're... I'm like, is that your tea?
I had to swallow that because
mine.
I'm on camera.
Sweet tea.
I got no place to spit it.
Sweet tea.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Okay, let's do our Raunchy Beans for the win.
All right.
From the Raunchy guy.
Yep.
Do you guys like it when I made sloppy joes? I said the sloppiest of joes.
Look at that.
Ooh. Yes, Ellie, that's exactly it.
Pork.
I
pork.
Can't stress it enough.
Homemade pulled pork, homemade brisket, and pinto beans, onion.
Little barbecue sauce. We have a video of sloppy joes.
That's pretty good. That's a good pork and bean right there. Got a little sweetness.
That's a really good.
Not bad. Not bad.
Only thing I do different is more jalapeno.
Yeah.
Or hatch pepper or something.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're out, guys.
But you can make this just a ranch style with no brown sugar in it, and I tasted it right out of the pan with no sugar in it. That was pretty good. That was pretty good too.
You know, I think that's the best part about our about having like family and memories, you guys. Like it was really hard losing my dad, and it was really hard losing my brother, but to be able to have memories that you like it's a double-edged sword. The memories of it are what. Oh, you're welcome, Coral. Memories are what get you through the hard days, but your memories are really, really hard. But you have them. And I mean, my son and my daughter have never met my brother because he passed away when he was 20. But my son and daughter literally know so many things about my brother that it's the most exciting thing for them to know things about him. He played the drums. He was such a cool cat. So it's just really, really cool that it's a memory. You can keep it alive if you want to. It just takes a little work, you know, to tell him, hey, he liked this. This was his favorite song. This was his favorite thing to eat. He used to dress like this. He's, I mean, honestly, you guys, they're, like I said, and maybe I'm just like extra emotional because yesterday was my brother's birthday, but family is everything. So hold on to them. Don't let any small things waste because you're not going to be able to make it up. You really, really aren't. And we found out the hard way. Like my brother was overnight. Like one day he said, I'll see you tomorrow. And he passed away overnight. We didn't see him the next day. My dad was like 3 months of him getting sicker. They all hurt the same. So, aw, thank you so much, Ellie. Thank you very, very much. That really means a lot. So, I appreciate everybody. I read that's his daughter, the Brandy and the Sierra in there. That's my older brother's. That's his daughters. He had 3 daughters left behind, and we were so blessed that they were in our lives. So, Joe, you ate all of them?
Yeah.
Joe's a gordo.
That's pretty good.
All right, I love you guys. I love everybody. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, Joey, for cooking. My hands are not that good right now, so Joe's taking the reins. Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate it.
That's how I roll.
Brandy, Sierra, I love you guys. Mamas, I love you. Boo Boo, if you're on. Mom, good night, guys. Good night, Coral. Is there somebody else that was in there that I thought I saw? Kimmy. Kimmy, guys. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah, no doubt.
Appreciate it, y'all.
Appreciate it.
Joe wrapped it up in the kitchen. All right, guys. Have a blessed night.